Hell yeah, man. So let's talk about the UFC, dude. Fucking Tom Aspinall, man. Got a little boo boo in his eye.
Couple
Little
boo
scratch.
boos, man. Two,
Double.
two of them.
Knuckle deep.
Knuckle deep. Dude, I was surprised that Tom was like so pissed on the microphone. He's like, knuckle deep in me eye, I can't fucking see. It was like, I don't know. I thought the fight was good. Watching it live, I was like, trying to figure out if Tom was like starting off slow. I know he was getting popped a little bit with that jab, but Cyril Gane looked really relaxed, bro. Dude had his hands down. He's fucking like just like looking real smooth out there. I would say Gane had that first round, maybe by a couple strikes, but just seeing Tom start bleeding out of his nose was not a good look. I was like, man, is his nose broken right away? It's like, this is not what we expected. I know Tom like ends fights within like the first 2 minutes. So once it passed that, I'm like, all right, we're getting into something good here. And it just felt like we got, I don't know, just like the anticipation was right there. And then it's just eye poke. And then we're kind of thinking maybe Tom was going to come back into the fight and then just like wave it off. And it's like, oh man, we just had this with Cejudo and Song, bro. It's like the same kind of thing happened, but a lot of people are calling Tom a quitter for not continuing to fight, man. What you think?
Yeah, that's the narrative right there. It's just in my experience, seeing all the eye pokes, seeing all the DC getting his eye poked, and just getting through that, or seeing the Diaz brothers, their eyes all busted up. I'm pretty sure they can't see.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, his eyes they were closed when he got poked.
Yeah.
And then I saw a picture of his eyes post fight. Like, I don't know if it was the next day, and they're taking pictures of his eyes. I'm like, they don't look bad, bro. They don't look bad. So until I see
Yeah.
an op report of like damaged cornea, scratched cornea, something like that, I feel like he should have fought through that. Especially he has this big ass samurai in the back on his back, and it's like, what do you think? What samurai is gonna be like? Oh, he poked me in the eye. Not today. Oh, so I mean, of course, this is going to be the narrative, bro. That he gave up, he quit, because like you even see Yuri out there, blindfolded fighting,
Yep.
training with one eye. Like, I feel like I feel like he took the easy way out. I feel like he felt that pressure, and he was like, "Yo, this is my ticket out. Fuck it, I'm out of here." You got John Jones with the duck on Instagram with the eye patch. I'm like, dude, who's getting the last laugh now, brother? I think John Jones would have tore Aspinall up, bro. I think he would have pieced him up. I don't know, bro. The way it's looking now, like, I don't know.
It's
He's
definitely tough.
a little bit of that.
Yep. Like if that happens with Gane, John Jones is definitely gonna get one or two of those in. So
Yeah.
that definitely was shocking. And I was wondering, like, I remember Yuri got eye poked against Jamal Hill, and he's like in that post fight interview. I don't know if we could pull it up later, but or you guys could check it out. But Yuri did an interview afterwards. Like, yeah, I know how to play the fight game. Like, if I can't see, I will still fight. I'll fight blinds. He's like that's the
Hell
way
yeah.
he thinks. It's like, hey man, maybe it's not the smartest decision, but it's just like, man, once you're in the war, it's like you gotta be all in or you're not. And I don't think Tom was all in. There was a lot on the line, so much pressure. Everybody watching, everybody's like all the anticipation. I don't know if there's been this much pressure because of all the potential fights. John Jones could come back. Alex Pereira could fight him. Pereira could get all these matchups. So a lot of people are depending on Tom Aspinall to get this win. Plus, with the short fight time, there's just so much pressure. And that's what I was thinking. I'm like, maybe Tom Aspinall is going to thrive in this. But Cyril Gane, like, this dude's no joke. This dude's like dunking, doing windmills. I'm like, bro, this guy is an athlete. I know he lost to John Jones, but besides that, all the other fights, it's like this guy is dangerous. And he was popping that jab. And I agree with you, bro. I do think that Tom Aspinall made the decision to not fight. I don't think maybe he could see a little bit, but there has been other fighters, even like Brandon Moreno. He's like, "Can you see?" Brandon Moreno's like, "2 eyes, 1 nose. Yes, I could fight. Let me fight." And it's like a lot of these guys have a lot of people depending on them, especially with the fight bonuses to win. You got to bring home that cheddar for your family. So a lot of these guys are like, I'm gonna either win or die. And I feel like Tom Aspinall was just like, you know what? I have the belt. I could still have this belt. I could have a better camp. Maybe readjust some things and just like bring it back. If Tom Aspinall continued the fight and he got knocked out, that would suck. That would be like So maybe
Yep.
you gotta make those decisions, but it's kind of tough. And I know that he dropped a video yesterday and they said his eyes were fine. I know Cejudo's eyes was like his eye was messed up, legit. I know
Yeah,
we are making
yeah,
fun of Cejudo for not fighting. He's like, oh, my eye took the whole time and stuff, but I think Cejudo's eye poke was worse than Tom Aspinall's. Like Cejudo's eyes were open, Tom Aspinall's was closed. Yes, he dug in like a bowling ball. Like I'm not trying to say it was
true.
like it wasn't a pretty bad eye poke, but it could have been a lot worse. And I think a lot of people were like giving Tom the benefit of the doubt, but it's like half and half. Like a lot of people are like, oh, he quit. I was like, oh no, he didn't quit. It was a very close fight, and it's just like it's just up in there. So it's good for us. We could talk about it. A lot of people are making videos on the reactions about it, but besides that, it sucks for Tom Aspinall and the rest of the heavyweight division.
Yep, unfortunately, but if they can get back in December and just get this going, it would be great. Yeah, unfortunately, it happened, and we really don't know. It can go either way. Maybe it was hurt. I don't know. But if you're already losing the fight, or you feel like you're losing, you're busted up already, and you're like, you know what? I might just take this fucking ticket to get out of the fight because yeah, too much is on the line, bro. A lot of money, like life changing money. Like imagine what that fight would be against John Jones. How much do you think this guy's gonna make? Like 30 million, some crazy like that. That's life change from 30 million to like you might go back to like maybe a 1 mil a fight. He loses a belt, maybe half a mil. So lots on
Oh
the line. So I
yeah.
understand. Like Duty almost lost that opportunity. So now he can go back, adjust, and get ready for this rematch, bro.
hmm
But yeah, that's fucking wild.
Did you think
So
Gon was really up a lot during that round? I know it was kind of like quick. It was like only like 20 seconds or 30 seconds left in that first round. How do you think the fight was going right away? Watch it.
I just think Gon, he had the edge, man. I feel like, he busted him up early.
hmm
Tom saw his blood. And I feel like if it would have continued to go on, I think Gon would have got that, bro. But I don't know. That's just how I feel. I mean, who knows what it would have happened, but and then he stuffed his takedown too, right?
hmm
Yeah, he stuffed the takedown. But yeah, I want to see it quickly though, man. It's got to happen like
Right
fast,
away.
bro.
I
December, January's
shout
too
out.
late.
Yeah, just running back. I mean, I feel like besides the whole eye injury, man, just like looking at the video or just hearing what Tom saying is like, I feel like he scratched the back of the eye or the back of his like eye. I'm like, bro. And I saw a headline saying that he's like, Tom questioned retirement after that or something. I'm like, oh, dude, like, if I know Tom is dangerous. Like he just got to go out. Like he got to. It's kind of like the NBA 2K type of my career responses. Like you have A, B, C, or D. You want to go out, freaking choosing the right ones where the fans have a better representation of who you are. It's like saying you're gonna retire and scratching the back of your eye, and it's like it's not. I don't know. It's not screaming champion. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough, but I'm a Tom fan. Like I had Tom winning the fight. I predicted him beating Cyril Gane like the second or third round. But it was just tough, and I think we did pretty good on predictions. Like
Oh, nice.
I think we got like 4 fights wrong, and that was like the early ones. But pretty much the whole card was pretty good. They had the heel hook submissions. Walter Walker has the fourth heel hook in a row, which is like unheard of.
That's
Mackenzie
insane.
Dern ended up winning against Jandy Roba. Close fight. A lot of jiu-jitsu, a lot of like wrestling against the cage. I thought that was a good fight from Dern, even though she got taken down a lot. I felt like the damage from bottom really got her the win. She was like she never stopped striking with elbows or punches, even in her guard. Same thing with Volkov, which was like controversial against Almeida, but a lot of people were like not a fan of Almeida, his fight style, just like not doing anything on the ground. So it's different. I feel like the game is evolving with more
Yes.
jujitsu and being dangerous from the back. So it's good to see like there's some advancement with that. Not just stalling, being active on the bottom, being dangerous on the bottom. That's I think that's good.
Yeah. I like that because he was throwing stuff off his back, elbows, punches.
hmm
And yeah, you should be able to be dangerous off your back too. If somebody, if you're on your back, you know, someone inside someone's guard or whatever, it's like if the guy on top's not doing anything, okay, I guess he's kind of controlling you. But if you're getting beat up from the guy on the bottom, it's like, yeah, the guy from bottom should win the round. I always agreed with it, but
hmm
back in the day, you'll lose a fight like that. Like if you're on your back, they're gonna be like, "Yo, you're probably gonna lose that round." But like you said, that's a good point. Maybe the game is evolving. Like you can win off your back if you have more strikes. If you're hitting them, kicking them in the face, elbowing them,
Mm-hmm.
and you got like 50 strikes. Another one got like 5, even though you're on your back. But I think they should keep, you should get points for all that. Even like submission attempts, like close submission attempts. I feel like
Oh yeah.
should that,
Like
you.
Oliveira and Sarukian, bro. Oliveira had like 4 or 5 on Armin, and he lost for like good submissions too.
I think if they're close, that should count for something. That should almost like that
Feels like
should
a
be
no
close to
brainer.
the yeah, it should be close to getting a takedown almost. Like if you have someone in a tight triangle, like that should be worth something. I don't know how do they figure that? I don't really know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But and it's like the crowd likes it. Like you're putting on a show.
Mm-hmm.
Like I mean everything, you're making the sport more exciting. But yeah, if you're just gonna, I guess, lay on top of somebody and not strike, not work, yeah, you should not be able to win the fight. I mean, if we're trying to make this more exciting,
Right.
but um, yeah, it'll be interesting how it evolves, bro. Like, yeah, that'd be cool.
Like Habib, like he would wrestle, he'll hold him down, but like he would finish fights. Like he would
Yeah,
throw triangles, he would throw Kimuras, like he'll finish the fight. But like what Almeida was doing, or maybe even Marab is kind of guilty of, playing the game a
holding
little
them.
bit too much,
Mhm.
holding them, taking them down, letting them get back up, taking them down. Like I get it, it's a strategy to win, but at the same time, it's like you want to be entertaining. Even though I may not like Ilya Taporia like as a maybe like a person because he knocks out all my favorite fighters. Like that feels exciting at the end of the day. He's putting these dudes out cold,
Out cold.
sending them to another dimension, and it's like, bro, that's what like a champion is. Being an entertainer at the same time, super deadly in the ring. That's what people like to see, and that's what kind of gives the fighters the aura, like Pereira or somebody like that. Like Khabib, I feel like maybe didn't fight as many fights as we would like, but he would finish the fights at least. He would like tap Connor. He's like, why you tap? Like I wanted to kill this guy. It's like, damn, like these guys, they're savages. So maybe that's why like people are not big fans of like Ankalaev or maybe some Marab or even Umar Nurmagomedov. Like even against sometimes he's kind of guilty of getting a lot of takedowns and holding control, but not finishing the fight. I mean, he won a decision with Batista, but I thought it was entertaining. But there's still some room for improvement for sure.
Oh yeah, he almost got taken out with that. It was a
Oh
knee
yeah,
to
the
the
toe.
head,
Oh,
or
knee to the. It was like a
Bautista
yeah.
kicked him, right? He
Yeah,
kicked him in
it
the
was a
head.
kick, and then there
He was
was a
like,
submission threat too.
it wobbled him. But the
Yeah,
toe hold too, yeah, that was
yeah.
nice.
I was like, ugh. I'm like that was pretty deep, but like these guys will rather let their foot break than tap,
Oh
and
yeah.
it's like that's pretty entertaining to watch too. But at the same time, it's like, damn, you could really mess up your joints and your career potentially for not tapping. So
I wonder if
it's
he's hurt though. Like we don't know.
probably.
He got some torn ligaments there. We don't know. So that'll be interesting
Mm-hmm.
to see.
And speaking of injuries, I think Ayman Zahabi got injured against Cheeto Vera. Like he broke his forearm in that second round.
Oh,
So,
okay.
and he still fought through it. Cheeto
Holy
Vera also
shit.
he dislocated his finger mid fight. So these guys, not to throw shade with Tom Aspinall, but these guys are getting injured and still fighting. So it's like I don't know. Just thinking about that, it's like it's a tough spot to be in for Tom Aspinall, especially. It's now was even more pressure for this
Oh
rematch.
man, big time
Dude,
pressure.
oh my goodness. So it's like
Yeah.
how is he gonna perform with this kind of like all this stuff going on, all the controversy? Now people are calling him a quitter. That's gonna play into his psyche.
Mm.
That's gonna he's gotta have a huge chip on his shoulder now. See
Was it
MMA Guru
Lionheart?
defend this guy. Yeah, Lionheart was like
He jumped in. Not Lionheart.
him and Chael. Yeah, dude.
He's like, that's gonna be the narrative. They're gonna say that he quit. He's like, I know, because people say I quit. Damn, he was like all heated on that.
Ah,
That shit was
that's
funny.
tough. That's tough. I wish Lionheart didn't go out the way he did against Min Yang, but
Yeah.
dude, he got a bunch of elbows to the back of the head. But I mean, Lionheart, Anthony Smith was also known to maybe fold under pressure. But hey, man, the pressure is real. It's not just like this made up thing. But it's like you have to live up to these kind of standards and stuff you set up for yourself. But like a lot of people are depending on you, your family, your fans. So to perform under pressure, it's a skill, bro. So it's like pressure makes diamonds. So gotta gotta be able to perform for sure. So I'm excited to see what's next, but definitely interesting what's going on with Mr. Tom Aspinall and Cyril Gane.
Hell yeah. What were you saying about Guru? They
Oh
went off
yeah,
on that, huh?
yeah. Guru made this whole like segment on Anthony Smith and Chael Sonnen talking about him quitting, and Guru likes grilling these guys, bringing up the facts, bringing up some videos, some old stuff.
Oh,
So he's good at that. And I've been watching a lot of MMA Guru lately, just like seeing how he makes videos and stuff, and it's like he's pretty entertaining, bro. And I think he's
oh,
taking up a lot of the MMA space. I think he had like 40K live viewers during the Tom
oh my
Aspinall
God.
fight. That's a lot of people, bro. And a lot of people want to see his reaction, and he plays into it too. He kind of realizes that a lot of people are like wanting to see him react. So I think a lot of it is real, but at the same time, I think a lot of it could be performative as well to kind of like bring more people in. Kind of make it more of a show.
Yeah.
It's cool. So it's cool. Mighty Mouse and Guru are doing their own thing, but a lot of people don't have like not either you love them or you hate them. And there's like Rampage hates him. There's a lot of people who are just like, who's that? DC hates him. So
Yeah.
just like it's up in there, but it's cool seeing YouTubers, doing their own thing, giving their own takes. People listening, people like prefer that instead of like a commentary with like DC or Laura Senko or anything like that. So, people have different tastes. So, it's just up to them.
Yeah, man.
So
Yeah, we want to talk about now. You want to talk about jujitsu a little bit? I had some
yeah,
people
man.
talking to me at the gym. Training. I was talking to a white belt. I think he's like 3 stripes.
Okay.
And he was talking about, yo, I don't know if this whole jujitsu thing's worth it. I don't know. My body and I'm hurting, and I want to be able to do the other hobbies outside of jujitsu. And is it worth it? What if I get hurt? What is this whole the meaning of training? And he was questioning everything, and I was just like, damn. He was like, yo, I've been there before, but yeah, have you ever thought about that? Like, yo, like I'm sore all week, and what if I don't have enough energy to do the other things outside of jujitsu? And like, have you ever had that thought?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say necessarily like, oh, I think it's time to quit, but there's definitely been some harder times where it's just like, man, am I putting too much pressure on myself to be good at this thing? It's kind of like, it depends. There's so many variables that play into it. Like, did you wrestle in high school? Are you athletic? Are you overweight? Are you skinny? Are you young? There's like, do you have a wife and kids? Like, are you a full-time worker? Do you work 50 hours a week, 100 hours a week? You don't know
Yeah.
about these guys. So it's just like I think it definitely depends. But for most people, I think like we're all kind of in the same boat of like, this is hard. This is a hard thing to do. It's like you go to train, you get beat, you get choked out. It's not a super calm, relaxing thing like you're doing like pottery or something. Like sometimes you have someone choking you unconscious and you feel like you're gonna die. You get claustrophobic, you get put in side control from this high calorie dude. It's like, man, this is like, what did I sign up for, bro? You got some angry dude coming in trying to let out his aggression on you. It's like, man. But I do think jiu-jitsu teaches you some valuable skills, how to, do well under pressure, how to be able to use all of your body, your legs, your arms, your knees, being able to have a good communication with your body. Plus, it helps you defend yourself. Like if you're ever in a self-defense situation, you're kind of already in that mode. It kind of happens more naturally rather than you like freaking out, like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to defend myself. Like there's certain cases where jujitsu can like potentially save your life, especially if you're like in a close area. There's not a lot of weapons involved, but you can defend yourself. You can defend your family. So I think it's just like anything else, bro. It's just like, you go to the gym, you work out. It's going to get harder. It's going to like, you're going to put more weight on the bar. You're going to test your limits. You're going to test your body. You're going to plateau, and you have to work around it, see what works for you and see what your goals are. So I think it really does depend. But for me personally, bro, it's just like, there's always these points where it's like, man, hurt my knee, oh, my neck,
Mm.
oh, my schedule, oh, I don't know if I'm be able to still go to a certain school. Like all this variables happen,
Mm.
so you have to work around those types of things and see what fits for you. But I think it's good to have like other hobbies, like other things you like doing as well. If you like watching YouTube videos, or you like playing video games, or if you watch anime, like go enjoy those things, bro. It's like you put all this pressure. It's like, oh, I have to train full time. I have to be a black belt in 3 years, like Moneyberg. It's like, man, how are you gonna live up to those expectations? You know, you have to be able to know where you're at and then kind of adjust from there. But have fun with it, bro. It's like you literally get to meet one of the like a cool group of people, one of the coolest groups of people you'll be able to ever meet. You know, these guys got random jobs. This guy's ex-convict. This guy, he's a doctor. He's a lawyer. You guys get, but
Damn.
you're all trying to learn some cool stuff. So you can make some great connections. You get to meet some cool people, and you could have those post jiu-jitsu conversations, which are super dope. After you're freaking tired, you guys are gassed out. You freaking talk about the good old days, and it's a cool time. So get to meet some cool people and. Just have fun with it, bro. If you get stuck in like a certain position, just like work on, your weaknesses. To work on what you're struggling with, and try to make it like a game where you're enjoying every aspect of it. Even like when I do warm ups, I'm like, can I do warm ups better than I did it last week? Can I do a hip escape better when I'm doing like, can I get more separation on the hip escape? Can I do a front roll better than I did last week? Those little things. And if you struggle with one particular thing, just focus on that. But that's just my take. I don't know if you had any similar experiences or even thought about. I think you did think
I
about,
did quit. Yeah.
yeah. So how was that? Because I'm sure a lot of people quit and then come back,
Yeah.
and maybe they don't understand the whole process of how that goes.
I actually did quit, bro. I got hurt. I had an AC joint separation on my shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Quit. It took me like 9 months to recover. This is all happening during like COVID. Took me 9 months, and then I got better. That was back in 2020,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't come back till like what was it? 2020. When did we start training?
2020,
2023.
yeah, 2023. I started in October or
Yeah, I think.
September.
Yeah, I started a little later than you, probably end of October or something. But yeah, I came back, and some time has passed, bro. And I decided to come back. Just I had the gi in the closet, and I look at it. The gi was hanging so long, the hanger broke.
Man,
And then I'm still watching UFC. I still know what jiu-jitsu is. And then like I was working with a guy, and he was talking about MMA, and he's like, "Have you ever done anything?" I was like, "Yeah, I did jiu-jitsu, and I quit because I fucked up my shoulder." He's like, "Well, how's your
mm.
shoulder now?" I'm like, "Fucking good, better than ever." It's like, "Why aren't you training?" And he's like,
Wow, that was
he
like
was
a
going,
sign, bro. That dude
and I
had
was
a message for you.
like, "Fuck that!" I signed up. I was like 245, and I just started training, dog. And it was like I never left. I mean, I was like really rusty on things, kind
Mm-hmm.
of forgot the names of certain positions, and I just kept showing up, and like I was like, eventually this is gonna become like almost a damn routine. Like I'll just go, like what I
Mm-hmm.
mean, and it
Yeah.
did, and that's like I just go in and do whatever I can, and it's always easy to do because, I mean, it's easy for me to want to go a lot of times because it's like it's fun, bro. Like you get to learn these moves, and um, it's another move to defend yourself, and it's easy to pay attention. It's not like we're going to algebra class or something. We're going to jiu-jitsu, dude. We're learning
Yeah.
how to like strangle people, break their limbs, and like it's like one of my favorite sport to watch. MMA, bro, and it's
Hell
like
yeah.
good workout. You don't even like it. Doesn't even feel like I have to go work. Like it doesn't feel like a workout. It's just fun. Like you're having
Mm-hmm.
fun. Like when you're a kid, you play tag and shit. Like
Yeah.
you don't think about your running like on a treadmill. Like you're just running
True.
around. You're sweating like crazy. You're at the park. It's just a good ass time, and then you're kicking it with your friends by the ice cream truck. It's like the same shit, bro. Like, and you have
Yeah.
this like, yeah. So it's fun, bro. And yeah, some days you get burned out. There's some days I'm like, fucking my back, my neck. I'm all scratched up, and it's
Mm-hmm.
just like I'm going to work. I'm getting up like I'm making noises and
Oh, that's
shit,
so rough. Yeah.
and people are just looking at me like, "Damn, you all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. This is normal." And
Yeah.
it's like you drag yourself in, and yeah, I had those days, man. I'm like, why the fuck am I doing this shit? I'm getting fucked up. But then like you have those highs where you're winning. You're
Mm-hmm.
beating people. You're learning new moves. You're dangerous, and it's like sometimes you'll be out and you see some sketchy people, and you'll be like, you're like, dude, I'll be okay against these guys. I'll rush this fucker and just fucking judo fucking throw his ass or something,
Uh huh. Uh huh.
trip him, like you'll be all right. And it's like, and then me, I see dads my age, like I always say, I go pick them up, big old belly, fat, barely get. They got to drive trucks because they're so big. Like I'm trying to be in optimal shape. You know, I'm trying to be like fucking. I want my sons to just respect me and be like, "Yo, this is the standard. This fool's fucking 38. He's in pretty good shape. He's strong. Can defend himself." And by the time, whenever late 40s, like I'm a fucking black belt, they're gonna see that and they're gonna be like, "Yo, I got to get that too." And this fool's fucking dangerous. Like,
Mm-hmm.
how many black belts are out there, dude? They're like fucking some kung fu panda shit, bro. Like you're gonna be brought up in random conversations, bro. You're gonna be like, "Hey, I know Alonzo. He's a black belt. I know a black belt. Like I know I talk
Shit,
to
you
motherfuckers."
cut out, bro. Hey, man, Kwame just cut out on accident. Started talking about black belt Kung Fu Panda, but I'm gonna keep it rolling, bro. I do think there's a lot of like benefits to jujitsu. Yeah, you're gonna be beat up sometimes, bro. Sometimes you're gonna get freaking hip toss and judo throw, and you're gonna be like, bro, this is crazy. But honestly, there is some cool things about it. He's back. He's
I'm back.
back.
My bad.
I try to keep it rolling while you were gone, bro. But yeah,
Yeah.
I saw you popped out. But yeah, man, it does come up in conversation. Even the people who don't even know jujitsu. Like I was at a dentist appointment, and I'm like, oh, I got, or yeah, or no, I wasn't at a dentist appointment. I was at a doctor's appointment, and I'm like, bringing up jujitsu. Like, oh yeah, like, oh, what do you do? I'm like, oh, have a podcast, stuff like that. YouTube. Like, what's it about? Jujitsu. Like, oh, what's jujitsu? Oh, I heard some people are starting to like talk about it more, but it's like some
Yep.
people don't even know how to spell it.
Oh,
They don't know how to spell jujitsu. It's like, yeah, man, it's like. It's a cool thing. It's a cool thing, especially if you know someone who does train. It's like you're like, oh, like you know what's up. Like you know how to. It's like a secret like language or something. Oh, you see someone who trains jujitsu, or you see someone cauliflower or a wrestler, or like if they're like a wrestler or something. You're like, oh, this guy knows how to freaking, get down. And there's like this added respect to like, oh yeah, you train a martial art, you put in some time. It's like these guys are dangerous, so you don't want to get on their bad side either. It's like, hey man, freaking, it's like an added level of respect of that. So I wanted to ask you a question. It's like, if that guy did not bring that up, would you go back to jiu-jitsu by yourself? You think it would have took you some time, or you just would have just never really got back to it?
I think it would have took me some time, but I would have needed something to spark that, like, you know, yo, just go for it. Don't be scared of getting hurt again. Be smart. Be smarter.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was hard. I was scared of getting hurt again and needing to get surgery or something.
Yeah,
But you can get hurt doing a lot of things, bro. I mean,
for sure.
mountain biking,
Basketball.
motorcycles, basketball. So I'm like, I gotta do something. Gotta do something.
Got it. Joey
You know,
Diaz. Yeah.
yeah, gotta do something. So, and jujitsu is like, all right, we're not fucking having to run laps. We're not having to run. I feel like basketball just fucked up my knees, and I don't know
Yeah.
how much more I can run on concrete back and forth. Jiu-jitsu, we're not really running, we're rolling, so it's not a lot on your knees
Mm-hmm.
depending what you're doing. And of course someone can twist your
Yeah.
heel hook you, and
Mm-hmm.
but it's not a lot on your knees. So I'm like, I can do this. I feel like it was just perfect. It's like we learned how to fight, we're rolling. It's not boring.
No, definitely
So
not.
I was like, this is perfect hobby for me. I mean, I feel like everything else, you can have other hobbies, but this will keep me in shape. It'll get my mind right. Good group of
Mm-hmm.
people. It's like checking off all the boxes, bro.
It
You're just like,
does. It does. I think
it's
that's
like,
was like
yeah,
what led me to be like, yeah, like this is it. This is like the hobby I want to do. It's like you don't know if like, oh, am I good at archery or am I good at stuff? But like you're gonna suck at anything you do if you just start. So of course there's gonna be people who are just naturally gifted or athletic, but give it some time. I think that would be my advice, to be able to just wait it out and be able to realize like what you like about it and what you could learn about yourself, because I feel like jiu-jitsu is like a mirror. It shows you who you are when you're tired. And that's one of the coolest things I enjoy about jiu-jitsu is like the people that are there, and you get to see all different sides of the people who you train with. Some are really friendly, some are really friendly at first, and then you roll with them and you're like, bro, you are not so friendly, bro. Like, you are not as friendly as I thought you were. But it kind of reveals that kind of character, and you get to meet some cool people, and it's like, I don't know, I feel like you learn a lot about the people who you train with as well. How they are when they're in trouble, how they are when they're winning, how they are when they're losing.
it's
And
true.
it's like, man, you get to understand like the layers of the human mind for sure there. And I feel like it's cool. Like that's why I enjoy it. the most about it.
Yeah, you get a because you have or like a perspective of like people like you know the way they look, the way they dress, what car they drive, and you're like you may think they're like, oh, this fool's pulling up in a big ass truck, 4-wheel drive, whatever, and you're like, damn, this fool's got to be fucking tough. And then you got
Ford
you know
tough.
Ford tough, and then you got me coming out of the Tesla, and you're like, oh well, this fool drives Tesla. It's probably why he's probably weak. And it's like I can't tell you how many people I've strangled that came in the trucks and the trucker hats. So it's like the tough guy image is not. It means nothing. Like you can have a tough guy image and be, eventually, yeah, you can be good at jujitsu, but coming in thinking you're a tough guy and I drive a tractor or I'm from the streets. I already did prison time or that don't mean shit, bro. I'm a fucking weightlifter. None of that means shit, bro. The nerdiest
It's crazy.
person will fuck you up, bro. The smallest person will fuck you up. The oldest
Definitely.
person will fuck you up. So I've learned that too,
Mm-hmm.
because when I was younger, I would think these things. I was like, oh, he drives a muscle car. This fool's probably like fucking Vin Diesel or some shit. He's gonna hop out and just fucking knock everybody out. But it's like half of these guys in the car community are fat, out of shape, smoking vapes. You know what I mean? A lot of these guys
Matrix.
driving trucks have diabetes. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm just talking shit. But
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Strickland's pulling up in the Tesla, bro. So it's just like you just don't know, man. Like
Definitely humbles you too, bro. Sometimes you be like, oh yeah,
yeah,
this guy is just coming in. Next thing you know, this dude's hitting you with the double leg, and you're on the floor. You're like, what the hell just happened? You're just like, bro. Some of these guys could have trained judo,
yeah,
do other stuff too. So it's like you don't know, and that's one of the coolest things. I think the coolest thing for me, bro, is like waiting to see who pulls up to class,
that's the best part.
scoping out the people. Like, oh, we got 3 or 4 people. Then like 2 or 3 people walk in. Like, you're like, oh shit, this changes everything. Like, you got new sparring partners. Dude, I always, I always peep it out. Get to class, get there a little early, see who comes in. Like, oh shit, today's gonna be a fucking good ass training day. This who popped in. Or it's
I'd
just
be in the
like,
car just like drinking my like just looking like,
yeah,
all right, see
okay.
who's coming up.
He,
See this fool's coming in the gi with the seatbelt. I come with the gi pants, but I'm like, damn, fully with the belt on. I was like, wow,
oh
that's
yeah,
interesting.
walking in with fully
Interesting.
suited on. Walking
Interesting.
outside with the gi on, like I remember I forgot something in my car not too long ago, and I walked out with the gi. I'm
Oh,
like,
you're
bro,
just like,
this feels crazy. I'm like, oh, like I feel like I don't even know. Like feels like I'm dressed up for something. I was like, bro, this is crazy. But once you step on the mats, it's normal. But yeah, dude, that's like one of the coolest things. Or you got a big ass class, like, oh, we got like 20 people in here. It's like, oh,
you're
we could
just
do a
looking
Shark
around.
Tank. We could do this. We could do that. Or if you get paired up with that guy who's like you got a little beef with, it's like, oh man, today's gonna be a war. I remember
And
pulling
they're
up to a few classes where it's like, oh man, this is gonna be fucking
the
hard.
rival.
Yeah, you got like a rival. I think
Oh,
everybody has their own rival. If
everyone does.
someone gives you a competitive round, it's all fun
Yeah,
and games, but it's just like sometimes you're like, we're going at it today, man. We're freaking going to battle. So you got to
they're over
prepare
there trying
yourself.
to tell you how to do the move, and they're like lower belt, and you're just like, all right, just wait till we start fucking situational drilling, bro. He's all like, nah, you're doing it wrong, bro. All right, we'll see if we're doing it wrong when we roll, bro. We'll see who's doing it wrong.
I think everybody has definitely went through that experience where it's just like, I don't know, with training technique. I've noticed like when I go with my brother, maybe because we speak the same language, like we know each other in and out. It's just like, oh, this is how you do the technique. Oh, you're doing this
Mm-hmm.
wrong, and it's like not a lot of like. I feel like sometimes the communication could be out because sometimes I'd be like, am I like not am I not doing the technique correctly or am I missing some steps? Sometimes there's like no talking involved. Sometimes there's like too much involved. I would definitely like to ask some black belts of like what the standard should be when it comes to learning technique and learning it how. I don't know if you should learn the technique exactly how the professor's teaching it or kind of applying it to whatever, like say if you have an injury or you can't move a certain way, you can't hit a go-go plot or you can't use some rubber guard, like having some variation to hit a sweep or something like that. I would definitely have a lot of questions for that. But yeah, dude, that's
That's a
fun.
good point.
That's fun to me.
Good point.
So yeah, dude, there's
Yeah,
some
man.
crazy stuff. And there's some people out there who like question quitting BJJ. Like I even have a little thing pulled up of like a 15-year-old who's like struggling with that. So I'm gonna read it real quick.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So this guy says, I don't want to make this into an event, so I'll make it as short as possible. I've been doing this for a year now, and I'm 150 pounds. This sport is just not it sometimes. Overall, I've submitted some white belts, but in the big picture, I haven't submitted anyone in my whole career so far. I've been going to practice most days, and I always end up losing round after round, getting submitted undoubtedly. I've just plateaued where I can't seem to never get better these past months, giving me a feeling to quit. This sport is just so rough. I don't want to sound like a crybaby, but I want y'all higher belts' opinion on this particular topic. With all honesty, I just get squashed by these adults on the mat sometimes, and it's just the most discouraging thing. Usually, I seem to get nowhere with this sport. That's a tough situation, bro. And we got some people, chiming in on the comments here. But I think my take with it, bro, is like you got to be able to stick with it and just like, you can't compare yourself to all these guys who've been training for, 8 years, 10 years. You don't know. And plus, if you're 150 pounds, bro, you ain't got a lot of muscle. You're not going to be able to, muscle through a lot of these people. Some of these guys are super strong. They've been doing it for a long time. And it's just like, if you compare yourself to like that purple belt who always pulls up, who's like freaking, studying these instructions. It's hard to catch up to those guys. But, I think maybe doing jiu-jitsu with the people around the same age would definitely be good. And a lot of these people are kind of saying the same thing. Dude, you're 15. Your muscles haven't, fully developed. And just like, I feel like if you stick with it, you'll be dangerous. Especially, just imagine a 25-year-old who has 10 years of experience. Like, you can't get discouraged. There's probably a lot of people who got discouraged and just stopped training. But just imagine how dangerous it would be if they stuck to it and kept on showing up, even on their ref days. As long as you're not getting hurt, I think you should be able to stick with it. What do you think?
Yeah, well, very young. I mean, there should be other classes for him, hopefully. But I think he needs to find the right training partners. And, it's okay, getting smashed, but some of them should be letting them work a little bit, letting them do some moves, go like 70% with them.
You were talking about that earlier, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I kind of been doing with some people that may not be very athletic, or they just started and I already kind of ran through them a bunch of times. I'm just going to be like, still putting pressure on them, but like, all right, well, what are you going to do now? Because I'm like, if I keep getting paired with them, I'm not going to just smash them every time. And you can see the look on their face too sometimes, and you're just like, fuck. So, I'll let them work. But yeah, I think find the right training partner, so they can let you work. Be like, hey, man, can you go 70%? And hopefully there's some newer white belts that come in around the same weight. And then I think he's going to have, I felt like I got beat up for a long time, especially when I first started. There was a lot of upper belts, and I think the first like 6 months, I don't think I really got any kind of submission. I think I just got beat up the whole time. And just,
do you remember your first submission? Like you hit on somebody?
Yeah, I think it was a guillotine. Yeah, this like, who was it? I think he was like a chiropractor or something. He just like dove his head into my arm, and I just went like that, and then he just tapped. I was like, oh shit.
I remember I was the head.
He was like, yeah, he was like, and then they switched me to another guy after that. The professor was like, Kwame, and he put me with the blue belt.
Damn,
that guy CJ.
Up.
Yeah,
just like, hey man, this guy. I didn't think it was like a big deal, but I remember getting my first like submission on like an upper belt, and I'm like, yo, did that just happen? I was kind of like questioning myself because I didn't really put that much expectation on myself. Like I didn't really know much, so it's like, how am I gonna think I'm gonna submit these guys who've been training for longer than me? But over time, you keep on showing up, you get a little better here, get a little better there, you'll eventually catch someone. So, but I don't know. I never really thought of training like that, where just like, I have to get a submission. I have to. Maybe there's been days where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be more aggressive, but I never was like, you know what, like I have to get a submission today, or else like maybe that works for. I don't know. I kind of was like, whatever happens type of thing. Like, yeah, I'm gonna try to train hard, but like I never was like, oh, even as a white belt who's been training like 6 months, I was never like, oh, I'm getting someone today or something like that. Yeah. I was like, I'll just learn whatever we learn, and hopefully I could remember it. I think most of it was just like remembering the technique that instead of just like going through it and just like rolling and just forgetting everything that we just went through. I think I was really more focused on like understanding what position. I didn't even know what a guard was. I'm like, oh, pass a guard. I'm like, what is that? What's a guard? Like,
Same.
what am I missing
Yeah.
here?
I was like, what?
It's like I thought being in close guard on top was like I'm doing good. Like I'm.
Oh, you thought that was good? You're like, I'm on
Yeah, I'm
top. I
like
can
I'm on
punch.
top. Like I'm on top here. So like, am I in control? Type of thing. So I was just like, there's certain things I just didn't really understand, and then like eventually learning what's more dominant position, like mount, side control, back. But I was never like, oh, I got to be able to, hit an omoplata today. I'm sure once you start getting to like more experience and better training, you start, giving yourself a little tasks, little goals. Oh, I'm gonna hit an omoplata today, or I'm only gonna use my left hand, or some shit like that. So, but there's like, I don't know, there's like levels to it, I guess, and that was just kind of my thought process with training. But 15 is tough though. Like I wish I
That's
started at
hard.
15 though.
Yeah.
To be honest, I know it's probably a lot hard, especially if you're doing adult classes. I know,
Damn.
I know. There has been some young guys going to the classes sometimes, and it's like, I respect it. I respect them, going to the adult class because it's probably intimidating. It was intimidating
yeah.
me going to high school, seeing some fools with beards and tattoos. Imagine what it's like seeing freaking grown dudes who are trying to sub you. That must be kind of scary to me, or women as well. Maybe there's not a lot of like women. There's probably like maybe one or two, and like maybe your homegirl doesn't show up, and you're like, man, freaking, you got to roll with these guys. Like the 6 people that pulled up, so like it could be hard and intimidating for them too.
Hell yeah. I was gonna say, I think as a white belt towards the end, like when I became like 3 stripes, I think I figured out like, surviving. Like I have that BJJ University book, and it would talk about just survival as a white belt. And I would just try to give these upper belts a hard time. Like to me, sometimes it was more satisfying to not get tapped by an upper belt just to see their face after, like mind blown. Like, why didn't I get you? What? Like I remember going against this guy. He looked like Jim Carrey from Me, Myself, and Irene. And you can edit the picture and put it right here, over here. He looked like Jim Carrey from Me, Myself, and Irene. He had that little buzz cut. And he was like, first of all, I tapped him first. I got him an armbar, and he did that little fake tap, and I let go, and I'm like, oh, I didn't tap. I was like, whatever. And then he was trying to get me. He couldn't get me, and he was mad. He's like, we should be doing 10-minute rounds. And Hafa was like, what the fuck? Like, and he was pissed. And he's like, where did you train? How long did you train? Like when people start asking the whole resume of your background, that's when you know you're doing good and you're a white belt, and people start asking you, hey, how long did you train? And then it's like, so you're like, motherfucker, couldn't tap me. So I would get happy just to survive. And if that is on your mind, hey, I'm gonna try to survive, and you survive like 3-4 minutes, that's a win, bro. Like if you can survive 3-4, you can survive a round with a blue belt as a white belt, that's fucking great. Like,
bro, when I rolled with J-Rod, I was like, I got out of triangle. It led to an armbar, cool. But that was just like, that's a win for me. That's the biggest thing that I'm gonna get against something like that. So
yeah, that was dope. I saw that. I was like, you can get out of triangle. That's pretty impressive, dude. Like you're learning something. You're getting somewhere.
Try it.
Didn't do that before,
Yeah, no. So you gotta take your wins whenever, because sometimes you get paired up with some upper belts, and you're like, damn, what the hell am I gonna? Sometimes you're just a nail, and you can't do really anything about it.
Nope.
Sometimes you get some really even matches where you get to learn a lot, where it's like you maybe even red line a few times where it's like, oh man, I'm tired, this guy's tired, and maybe it's just about who wants it more. That's why you get these wars in the gym. Sometimes you get these white belts going at it, and I was one of them trying to just like try to survive, maybe kind of like similar level with these guys, and you're just like, man, all right, this is the day where we get better. You know what I mean? So it's just like, all right, gotta put the big boy pants on and just freaking go, try to do your best. But take your wins for sure.
I think it's the ones that can't take that loss, those L's as a white belt. Those are the ones who quit, bro, because like we all get beat up in the beginning, and if you can't do that, if you're not okay with that, yeah, dude, you're gonna end up quitting early. And you see some of the looks on. I think some of them have this thing in their head where they're like, I'm gonna do good in this class, and then they start losing, and they get mad when they lose. If you're getting mad when you lose, you had an expectation of like, yo, I'm gonna beat these guys. And you seen the look on some of these guys, these new white belts, and they're like slamming the mat, they're mad, they're talking to coach. Anthony, I've seen it, bro. Like right in
Yeah.
front of me, and they're talking
Yeah.
to Anthony, and then Anthony would be like, "Whoa, Kwame's been here for like 2 years. He's like my oldest student.
Hmm.
It's gonna take time." And well, how did he get out of this? How did he do that? It's like I was never like that, bro. I'd take my loss and be like, "That was fucking cool." Like I would think it was cool when somebody choked me out with something different. I was like, "Damn, I was tight."
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck did you do that? That should be your question.
Hmm.
After the round, oh, how did you do that? I like when they do that and they're like, oh, cool, like no ego. When we start
Hmm.
hitting the mat, start going crazier after, and you're just like, dude, I don't even want to fucking teach you anything. Like you're trying to punch me. Like, be more respectful, dude.
Oh
Like,
man.
respect the upper belts too.
Yeah,
Like that's the thing, dude. In jiu-jitsu and martial art, respect the upper belts. Like
for
we've been through a
sure.
lot of shit. Respect the older guys too. Like the OGs, bro. You got to
No,
respect them.
yeah, because think about how much time they put on the mat, bro. Some of these guys,
Yeah,
they can live on the
respect.
mat trying to teach you some technique, and if you take it for granted, you're not paying attention. It's like, bro, they're gonna be less likely to be able to spend some like one-on-one time, because you never know when a technique's gonna save your ass in a competition.
Hmm.
You never know. Like, oh, I learned that two years ago, and I used it today. It's like you never know what's gonna save your ass. So just pay attention and give these guys the time of day. And I feel like they'll notice it, especially the people teaching the class. They'll know when you're starting to pick things up, and it's like you ask the right questions. You don't ask really like super obvious ones, but man, just like these guys are people. They're just like you. You could ask them a question and be like, I honestly enjoy kind of showing some technique to see if I understand it myself. Like, oh, let me try to show
Yeah,
you this sweep, see if I could explain it. Um, I love doing that. So it's like the opportunity if like someone like asks like, oh, what should I do here? I'm like, yeah, I'll help you out, dog. And there's been other
yeah,
people who just like help me out when they did. I didn't even ask for it. They're just like, hey man, if you do this, and you take that and you kind of learn from it. Like, okay, like whenever I'm in this position, like I'll just do this and this will help me out. And it's like huge little things, little things could be in like close guard. You just adjust yourself a little bit more, and you're like, okay, I could survive here, and it'll help you out. And you gotta be able to thank them because it's like passed down knowledge. It's cool.
yeah. Because even if like what your technique is a little different from what you learned in class, or maybe they didn't even show it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if that shit's been fucking working and you've been doing it on all of them, it's like you could don't don't feel like you can't pass it on. Because sometimes I was like, damn, I'm not qualified to pass anything on. But they're
Mm-hmm.
like, well, you keep doing it to me. How do you do it? We're like, well, I'm like, this is how I do it. I mean, the professor might do something a certain way, or I mean, but
Mm-hmm.
this is what I do. And then later I see them doing it, or then they do it to me. I'm like, fuck, I guess that shit fucking worked. So it's a good feeling. Like they're
Yeah.
like, but I don't gatekeep too much, and I just like if they ask me and they're cool, respectful, I'll just fucking tell them. I'm like, hey, this
Mm-hmm.
is how you do it. And then like you said, I'm like, damn, can I explain it? And then by the fourth, fifth time you explained it, you're like, damn, you start to become a better teacher. And just like controlling mount too, because I'm like, if I'm trying to get out of this guy's mount and I already got out 5 times, I'll start giving us some tips, bro. Like, yo, keep your hips low, control.
It'll
You know what I
help
mean?
you
Because
out too.
that's how
It'll
you
help
get
them,
better.
and yeah, exactly. It'll help
Yeah.
you and it help them. Sometimes you just gotta help them. Sometimes it's like, bro, just don't injure yourself here, bro. Like this is, but
Yeah.
sometimes it's just like, yeah, if they have better offense, you have to have better defense, and it just like works both ways. I know Kobe Bryant would always ask people, always like, how do you do this? How do you do that? And like I think it was like Gary Payton. He's like, I showed him what I do, and it's like if he does it and he actually learns from it, that makes me better because I have to learn how to defend that. It's just like adds more like pieces to the puzzle, and you're able to work on more things after you teach them something. And I think that's I mean I know we mentioned it a ton on the podcast, but jujitsu is like one of the only things where that's like fully embraced, where it's like, yeah, I just choked you out, let me show you how I choked you out. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. Like you get to learn and they get to learn more reactions from that, and it just helps both parties, which is like the best business deal you could possibly have. So it's like, yeah, freaking roll with it, keep it up. And I wish it was like that with more things. Like imagine a 6 hour Kobe Bryant instructional of how to hit a fadeaway.
Damn.
Bro, like what? Like you'd be downloading that, and you'd be going to the park the next day, hitting on random fools, freaking random people who pull up to the park and just hitting the same thing. But just imagine if
Hmm.
that was just embraced everywhere. You hit that, go to do that instructional, try it out in the park, show a few homies. They show you, oh, what if you do this and do that? What if I guard you here? What if I put my hand this play? And then you're like, oh, I have to deal with that. And then you're able to do it in like competition. But it
Damn.
just makes everybody better. So
Damn, that's one thing I never did in basketball, bro. I
imagine
never
if we did.
talked to people like that. Because
Yeah.
like I feel like basketball when I played, a lot of people wouldn't give out their secrets. Some of the guards, and I mean, I
Hmm.
never really asked like, "Yo, how do you pull up?" And I've
I
never
think
done
that's the
that, bro. I
biggest
was like,
lesson is just asking,
yeah,
because you never
yeah,
know. You always gotta ask. Like you always, maybe there's a chance that, like, you could learn something that you didn't even think it was possible. But asking is like the first step. And a lot of people are
yeah.
kind of scared to be able to ask, but like fucking, we'll ask. We'll ask anybody.
Or
So
if you get, yeah, you keep getting subbed by. I keep getting subbed with Josh. This guy, he has
hmm.
this good armbar in
Yeah.
nogi, and I'm like, how the
Okay.
fuck is he trapping my arm that good?
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, show me
Yeah.
some tips on that. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think kind of taking from what you see other people
Hmm.
do and you like it, and you're like, whoa, or this fool keeps getting triangles on everyone. Like, yo, like how's he doing this shit? It's working in competition, like.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah, man,
definitely,
building
back in the
pieces.
day, it was probably a lot harder. There's not as much footage. UFC fights, think about it. You fight in front of millions of people, and you could replay it, you could rewatch it. There's not a lot of secrets you could have. You could have stuff that works, but it's just like what all that stuff is displayed.
I
Technique.
just don't understand like how these fools are getting arm bars in the UFC in like the fourth round, bro. Like that's fucking crazy, dude. Like to be able to grip someone's arm, they're all no
Oh
shirt,
my,
no gi,
yeah,
and it's like being able to lock that arm, like that elbow, and just it's fucking impressive, dude. Like to be
for
able to do
sure.
that shit.
That's
It's
why we
not
love
easy,
this
but
shit, bro. That's why because it's not easy. If it was easy, we'd
yeah,
be like, oh, this shit's fucking, it's whatever. But that's why we're like, this is hard, and people are doing it at a high level. It's like, what the hell are they doing? What are they doing? So it's like, I think that's what captivates a lot of people. We're like, bro, this is hard to do, and I think more people, especially if you guys are listening right now, fucking go to a trial class, check it out. You might surprise yourself on how it is, but honestly, it was like a crazy experience going to my first day. I'm like, yeah, this is. I mean, ever since I'm like, we're fucking have a podcast as white belts talking about
that's
this,
funny.
and
Yeah,
yeah, so keep it going, continue, and just don't stop. But even with this guy, don't stop if you're going through some tough times. Maybe
don't stop.
find some friend, invite your friends, invite your coworkers or something to go
Beat them
train,
up.
beat them up. Be like, hey man, don't mess with me. I'll do some jiu-jitsu on you or something like that. You start
Imagine
showing
just strangling your coworker. They got the arm triangle, the head and
so
arm,
he put
fucking
me to
choke on him.
sleep. He put me to sleep. Woke me up, shook my
You
legs, and
see him
woke
the
up.
next day at the office, you're just like, yo, how was training, bro? Let him know. Tell everyone about that shit.
Everybody's it's like, yeah, put him to
Damn.
sleep, bro. Now it's like, oh no. But
Your manager, damn.
oh no.
Like, I'm the boss now.
Yeah,
Damn.
dude. So yeah, jiu-jitsu is a crazy thing. And I think hopefully down the line we could get some people who have some comments and talk about their own personal stories on there. We'll read them out, make it like a whole segment. Kind of like you've seen those Instagram clips where like people are like, oh, 2-stripe white belt here today.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wish we could, hopefully one day we could get some calls, have a little call
That's
center.
fucking
Be
cool,
like,
dude.
yo, we got people
That would
calling
be
in.
sick.
Yeah, so just thought of
Because
that right
some
now.
people don't want to show their face, but it's like, hey, you can do anonymous
Yeah,
call
anonymous
in,
call. Hey
leave a
man,
message.
smothered tap this guy, smothered tap. Like, I
Because I
don't
want
know
to
all
hear the
this
real
stuff.
raw shit, bro. Because there's
Yeah,
some real raw shit that people don't talk about, bro. Because there's some days, because I'm honest on this fucking show, bro. Like there's some
yeah,
days where I tell you, I'm
yeah.
like, dude, don't give me any white belt. We're fucking all getting it, dude. There's this one no-gi night where I just
Honest-
fucking popped the fuck off, bro. Just having a long ass week,
Oh my
and I was
goodness.
hitting them. That was a day of the Uchimata, dude. The fucking day I started landing because it would never work on any of you guys, and then
Uh-huh.
I was hitting them on the white belts, and like it actually, when you do something and it actually works, you're like, oh shit,
Oh,
like it's
yeah.
kind of like when you land a kickflip on a like skateboard for the first time, you're like,
I
oh,
could
that
never
shit
say I
flipped.
have done that, but yeah, I
But you
could
know what I
only
mean?
imagine. Yeah.
So you hit that or hitting the 3-pointer, and you're like, oh fuck, I'm hitting threes, and you hit like 3, 4 of them.
Ooh.
So I hit that Uchimata on this guy, and then I hit another judo trip. I hit him with a trip so bad, like I didn't even like. I let him get back up, bro. I was like, "Are you okay?" Like, and then like you just see the coaches, professors in the store, like, "Oh," and then I was like, "Damn!" And then again, high calorie guy, Uchimata, that fool, got
Wow.
the mouthpiece in. I had the mouthpiece in. I was like,
Oh, you're
fucking
right. You're a
locked in,
dicky
bro.
rod, bro.
I was
Jeez.
fucking, I was on one that night, dude. It was just like a spirit, bro. Like
Yeah,
I haven't.
you're ready to go.
I was just like, fuck it all, like and I was a little nervous too, and I was like, that was cool, man.
Yeah.
And those are the things, a lot of people don't want to talk about sometimes, but I can see it in some people's eyes. You know, like
Oh,
these
for sure.
fools coming after me today.
But
But
I
ever
had
since
this
I did it
crazy
to the
one,
white
yeah.
belts, bro, like they don't look me in the eye anymore, bro.
Yeah, dude. I have this
I gotta
crazy
talk to them.
story. I have this crazy
Yeah.
story where this guy, he came in and there was no one else there. It was
Oh
just
yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh, I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
this is gonna be like, I'm like, what kind of class is this gonna be? It's like a private lesson.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm there, and this dude walks in, and I recognize him because he pulled up to like a belt promotion ceremony, but he
Yeah,
never
yeah,
trained at our school. So I'm like, what? Who does a walk in during a promotion ceremony? He must have heard about it
he
because he
did.
was there, he's peeping it out. There was just a bunch of people. You know, promotion ceremonies, everybody comes out. I was like, oh, I haven't seen you in like 6 months, but you're here. You know what I mean? But it's like this guy walks in, uh, and I didn't really know what to expect, bro, because he's like, I don't know, he was a little off to me. I was trying to like, ask him what his name was, what he did, how he worked, and he's like, it was just I didn't get like the best vibes from the guy to say the least. And he told me he trained judo. I'm like, yeah, let's get the takedown. Let's like work on some takedowns and stuff. And then we start doing the technique and we start doing judo throws out of all things. So it's like
Oh shit.
I'm like, damn, is this guy gonna just try to launch me? And he's like doing all these crazy techniques and he's kind of like being rude to me with like explaining the technique. Like, oh, you're supposed to do this, not this. You got to do it this way. Oh, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work if you do that. And it's like I'm open to like criticism and stuff, but it just felt like I don't even know this guy. So it's like I'm like
Yeah.
I don't even. This is like kind of weird. So I'm like, all right, I'll do what you say, bro. Like you know more judo than I do. I have no idea if he's like a black belt, bro. I have no idea. But he's like, oh, just do it like this. And we started doing technique, and then we started doing more like situational live drills, and it starts getting more intense. Where this guy's like he
Yeah.
started doing like I'm like, oh, I don't know what this guy's doing, but like
Shit.
I'm like just trying to break fall correctly. I'm just not trying to get hurt. So we end up going back and forth, and then we start going like live, and it's like a 1v1. It felt like a damn movie cutscene where it's just like me and this guy are going to battle. I'm like, I have no idea what this dude has against me, bro.
Dang.
So we're going, and bro, like I'm just trying to just stay up. I remember he goes for like a Uchimata and he starts like screaming in like Japanese. I'm like, what the hell? So
What the hell's
he
going
tries to
on,
hit me with
bro?
the Uchimata and I end up like grabbing his leg, falling down.
Holy
And I just like
shit.
roll and I get on top of him. And then we're just going,
Damn.
bro. And this dude, he gets gassed out. He gets super tired. And he's
Whoa.
like redline. He's like, oh, bro, I don't train all the time. He's like, oh, I just work 40 hours during the week. I'm like, bro, what is going on? Like, why is I didn't
Excuses.
understand why he was going so hard. So I
Yeah.
start going hard because I don't want to get hurt. Like when you go against someone who's like really high pace, it's like it's hard to be calm. Like you have your
Yeah.
heart rate gets elevated. You're just like
Yep.
in survival mode. So I'm like in survival mode. I'm like, bro, I'm not letting this dude to just freaking toss me or whatever. So it's just a back and forth match, bro, and like literally just 1v1. I have no idea. It felt like a super long class. It felt like I was in a damn dream. We're just going at it full like battle mode, bro, like nonstop. And this guy, like, he was getting mad. Like, he was getting mad. He's like, "Oh, I don't.
Holy shit.
I work full time. I work as a like, I don't want to, say his name or
Yeah.
anything, but
Yeah.
he's like, I
Yeah.
work all the time. I'm tired. Just like you must train all the time. Like this is not fair. I'm like, bro, this is just training. Like I'm trying to think of like, bro, what is going on? Like I'm so confused. I'm just trying to like get some good training at the same time. It's like maybe this is like good competition, like training for this. So it's just like, all right, we'll just keep on going. But he was just like, I felt the aggression build up, and I'm like, this dude is gonna try to freaking launch me. So that's when
Shit.
I pull guard. I pull guard right when he was about to launch me, and then I end up like getting him in close guard and then end up finishing the training. But I was like, I remember like texting you right after class. I'm like, bro, you have no idea what just happened.
I
Right now,
can't
bro.
believe that. Damn.
I wish
was
somebody
there.
else was there to see that.
Yeah.
It was just like, bro, what was that whole class? I walked down, I'm like, I don't know if this dude ripped the back of my gi. He ripped the whole
No
Gracie
way.
Barra patch off the back of my gi. That's
Oh
how hard
my
he was going.
god.
So literally, he was like grabbing. He was grabbing so hard. He ripped. I remember just like being on top half guard, and this dude's like, he just
What
ripped.
the
I'm like,
fuck?
damn, my brother got me this gi, bro. I'm like, oh, I was like, I
Damn.
still have it all in my car, I think. Crazy. But sometimes, guys, like you'll have a crazy class and you'll be like, whoa, this thing is freaking wild, bro. You pay a membership fee, but like sometimes you go to freaking battle. And I just remember that.
Yeah.
And that's definitely going to be in my memories for sure. Like, I don't have no beef against that guy, but it was just like something I did not expect. I was kind of thinking maybe we'll learn a few techniques, but then we started doing judo. I'm like, all right, I'm out of my element here. So got to learn some judo. And then he starts going crazy. He starts speaking Japanese. I think the Japanese is what threw me off, bro. I'm like, all right, bro, where,
That's a trip.
what's going on? He's like, what's up? What up? I'm like, bro, this guy's like yelling. He's doing like those karate things where they yell afterwards, but he kind of just like, I was so confused, bro. But
Damn.
that's just one of the stories of
Fuck, man.
being out there. That wasn't even that too long ago. It was probably like maybe 8 months ago.
Yeah, it's like I guess you never know in jiu-jitsu. It can be like some Dragon Ball Z episode where it's
That's
random
what.
side character comes in, just like you're just like, what the fuck? You just never know who's gonna walk
Nah,
through that door. It's true. You just don't know.
yeah,
And you have visitors and like you're just like, damn, who is this guy? Like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
You never know what they know. So it's like you gotta
no,
have respect
for
in
sure.
both ways. And then
Yep.
that's a trip, bro. That's a W though, because I do remember him from the fucking belt ceremony. He was
Yeah.
like shaking everyone's hand all hard and shit. And
Yeah.
acting like, oh, how do you tie a belt? Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. And then like he hit me with the like I was going like, I was just like taking it easy on him. I was like, oh, he's new. I was like, getting out of his guard, and then he grabbed both of my ankles and was like, he swept me. I was like, I thought this fool was new. And then after
Yeah.
that, I was like, all right, I gotta fucking, I watched this guy, and then I got in his guard again. I went around the Shark Tank, and like I was in his guard, and then he just stood up right away. Like he stood. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? And then I was
I
like,
had no
that's when
idea.
I knew he trained. I was like, he trains.
That's what
And
added
then
the
nobody wanted to
extra
roll with him.
element during that day. It was like, I don't know who this guy is. This guy like a damn spy. It's like I don't know what this guy, what he does, who
His
he is.
intention, yeah.
Yeah, like what the hell? And it's just happened to be the professor. He's like, all right, we're doing judo. Just freaking like I was like, bro, like what? We're doing judo? Like
Nah.
we're doing. I was like, all right, we'll do judo, and I'm like, maybe I could learn some stuff. But the intensity was there right off rip when it was just like aggressive. It wasn't like just like the counters were super fast, like a judo practitioner would have. I'm just like, oh, there's because
Yeah,
with
it
judo, it's
sucks.
like so many things could happen, right? There's like I
Yeah.
know you trained a little bit of judo. It's like this guy could be
It's
going for
quick.
like 20 techniques. At least when you're on like bottom, say you're in side control, this guy could hit you with maybe 2 or 3 submissions that you know off rip. This guy with judo is like whatever happens. Whatever he goes for, whatever position you're in, it's like it's hard to be ready for something. So it added
Mhm.
more kind of like unexpected energy for me. I was like, I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, it sucks that he was like that, bro. Because like it would be cool to have a judo
Oh
person in the
yeah,
gym.
that would be
Yeah,
cool.
he
And
was
like,
just, I don't
yeah,
know.
he
Yeah,
was
it was
like
weird.
upset, bro. So I was like, bro, trust me, I'm not trying to be like that guy who just like puts it on some random person just cause. I'm like, bro, I was literally just trying not to get thrown. And I honestly surprised myself with the reversal. I don't remember exactly what happened. It was like so in the moment. I don't even remember what the hell happened. I was like fight or flight mode. But I remember getting like this like I ended up like doing a reversal off of like a throw, and I was like I'm somehow on top. I don't know how.
Damn.
I was just like, what the hell was that?
All
But
right, fuck it.
yeah,
He'll be
it's just
back, bro. Like we'll
yeah,
see
he'll
him
just
again.
pop
I'm
up.
just
Yeah,
telling you, he'll pop up again, bro.
yeah.
Who knows
That's
when? But
yeah. That day will definitely come, and I'm hoping he knows it's not like fucking no beef, but it was just crazy experiencing that. But yeah, it was crazy.
imagine he's training right now, all crazy,
He
and then
probably
he's
is
like, "I'm
probably
gonna
just
come
like
back.
yeah, it's
I'm
like
gonna
oh
come
this guy
back."
thinks he has me figured out. I'm gonna come back. You never know. You never know when people just like come ready to go. And who
He's
knows?
watching the pod.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying. I was about to say it's like, oh, who knows who like I have a YouTube channel, you have a YouTube channel.
yeah. I
Have
have
you ever had
Instagram.
experiences where someone like goes up to you and just like recognizes you and you don't even
Yeah.
really know? That's happened before.
Oh yeah. It's happened a couple times. Yeah, for sure. At work, when I got hired, my one of my managers or supervisors, he knew who I
Uh-huh.
was, and then some other guy in radiology, he's like, "Hey,
Uh-huh.
I followed you for a long time," and yeah, I always hear, but it's been pretty positive, but
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some negative ones, for
Yeah.
sure, but they
Yeah.
just probably just don't approach me. But they're probably like looking at me like a little weird.
Uh-huh.
Maybe they didn't like a meme I posted or something, but I feel like I got called out a little bit too. Like
Mm.
they're telling me to go to this gym in Salinas, and I was like, "What time? Tell me when." Like. They're kind of like not really telling me. I was like, "All right,
Uh-huh.
I'll strangle all you fucking guys here, bro."
Okay.
Like, because they're all new, so I was like, "Let's go," and they're like,
Damn.
"Nah, man."
I think it'd be
I'd,
cool.
I'd be telling them like, "Let's go," and they're like,
Yeah.
My shoulder." Like they make up excuses. They
Aw.
all lift weights and stuff. So I'm just like, Let's go,
That's
man.
always cool because I've actually like I've been posting on YouTube for almost I don't even know how long now, maybe like a year and a half now. But there was this guy who I used to train with, and he's like, "Man, I recognize you from YouTube." He's like, "You have a YouTube channel?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Bro, that's crazy." I'm like, "Did you know?" And he's like, "No, it just popped up on my YouTube." I'm like,
Damn.
"That's crazy." So I was just like, that was in my mind as well. I'm like, this guy. I'm not trying to think too high of myself, but I'm like, this guy watched my YouTube and he like knows where I train and he comes to like attack me or something. I have no idea.
It's
Because like
possible.
you hear Craig Jones talking about like once you're like known, people want to train with you, and some people just don't train light at all. They'll just ready to go. So it's just like, is that gonna happen? I really hope not. But I just like I was thinking so many different things in my head, bro. It's like this could be like I don't even know. Like it could be anybody, and it's just like oh, or we'll train and see how it goes. But it just added more like suspense, I guess, because it was just us two.
Yeah, because I mean, I feel like maybe not all of it's negative, but there's another guy who's like in LA. He has a school, like an MMA school, and he's like telling me to go.
Uh huh.
But he was cool. I was like, yeah, I'll train with you guys. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't do MMA, but it seemed like pretty friendly.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I'm sure like for sure some people be like to get a highlight on me, bro, or just be like, or say they train with me, or
Yeah.
just like when people start on there too, they'll start tagging me and stuff, or they want me to repost them.
Mm.
It's kind of like the same thing. They can get a little cloud off of me, or but yeah, I don't think I'd be I would train with anybody, bro, but I would just be
Mm.
like, yo, just don't fucking hurt me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah. No, that's the last thing you want.
you
Like
know,
I think it's cool. Like even being able to have the opportunity to train with J Rod. Like he didn't have to do that. Like this guy's trained with like whoever goes up to him and goes train. It's like you have to understand. There's some risk to him training too. I heard Mikey talking about like saying no to the people who you don't want to train with, and it's like yeah, you can say no to whoever, but it's just like yeah, you have the opportunity. And I mean, you saw Craig break a few people's
yeah,
legs
that
and
was
knees over
crazy.
there overseas. It's like some people don't give a damn who you are; they'll just train with you, and um, it's kind of like picking the people who you want to train with, and it's like making sure it's safe. I think that's the most important thing. It's like, bro, whenever I go train, like I'm not trying to go injure the guy or just put him unconscious just because like I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to improve on technique. And if we could both learn something, that's the best kind of outcome. Instead of just going to battle, like yeah, you're gonna have days where you're just gonna go to war with someone, but there's gonna be days where it's like, oh, I could do this in this position here, and I didn't think about it before, and then it's like, oh, that's the cool thing about it. So, um, yeah, take your good days. But I remember going to like GB headquarters, and there was this older guy who just got his black belt. He's like enjoy every training session because you can never get it back. So just
Damn.
so I was like, damn, some bars right there. So it's like, yeah, every time I go train, I'm like, appreciate it. Like these guys are spending their time out of their day to learn this, and it's like we're all kind of just on the same path. It's like a samurai ninja path where it's like trying to learn some new moves, trying to deal with it, some adversity, and it's like appreciating it. And that's what I try to do every time I go train.
Oh yeah, I think that's the kind of mentality you got to have, for the longevity of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, not put too much pressure on you because like we're not fucking pro athletes, dude. We're just
No,
fucking training, bro. That's all
no,
you got to think about.
yep,
No pressure. If you
nope.
got to take a week off, I mean, even like the last professor I had, Garrett, and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, how many times should I come in? He's like, whatever your body feels like. He's like, you're not super young or whatever. He's like, you have
Mm-hmm.
a family.
Yep.
He's like, just come in. He's like, dude, bare minimum. He's like, come in at least one time. Like, he was kind of like, if he knows who you are, he's like, you're not like a fucking competitor or anything. Like, he's
Yeah.
like, just come in, come in at
Mm-hmm.
least once. Like, start off with that. Like when I was brand new, because I was like, do I have to come in like 4 days a week? Like, 'cause some people
She.
can't. Some people try and they can't. They're older, they have
Yeah.
injuries.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, and
Yeah.
they get discouraged. But yeah, I mean, whatever you can, man. I think even if you're a super busy person and
Mm-hmm.
you can only do one day, fuck it, just do one day. I mean, maybe later down you'll make more time than you're doing two. Like, because I
Yep.
started off doing one day, then I was doing two, and then now I
Mm-hmm.
do like three, and that's the most I can do. I'm just sore, but hey, maybe next year I'll figure a way how to pace my. I think it's about pacing myself too.
Yeah.
Maybe one day I'll be able to do four and just
Mm-hmm.
be okay, functional.
Yeah.
um
It's
like
like a scale, right?
strategic, yeah, like
Yeah.
all right, today I'm gonna fucking spar 3 rounds after. Next
Mm-hmm.
day I'm not gonna spar, but I'm gonna come in, do technique,
Mm-hmm.
third day I'll do another spar. Like, so it's like whatever your body, everyone's body's different,
Yep.
healing, you
Yep.
know.
You got
So
injuries, family.
injuries, fam,
I was
just
kind of like the
holiday.
opposite. I was like trying to get as much training in, but I was
Yeah,
like doing it too much, and my body couldn't keep up. Like I would wake up hella sore. I'd be like fucking like a zombie. I'm like, oh man, like I'm training a lot. My body
yeah.
wasn't used to it. Like
I
if I
think
was like
you probably train the most, right? Like it would probably be like you
I try to go as
were
much as
there
I
every
could, bro.
day. I think
Yeah,
you did
just
the most because they would always say that, huh? They're like, yeah, sometimes he's here 2 days, 2 times a week. I mean, 2 times a day,
uh-huh.
every day.
I
Like
definitely
I was like,
tried, and I'm like, I just felt like I wasn't
that's
getting as
cool.
much out of it
Cool to
after.
experience that. At least try it and say you did it. You
Yeah,
know, because like you
yeah.
hear the athletes say like, "Oh, I train every day." You're like, "Damn, what's that like?" Like
Some of these guys are on
the body.
steroids. You know, some of these guys have their
Yeah,
recovery.
peptides,
Yeah,
steroids.
so it's just like maybe if your body's used to it, but it was a big adaptation to try to just train, especially get some hard rounds afterwards. It's like, bro, like you got to get some recovery. But I think we talked about it last episode. Like the naps are huge. Like taking a little 15-minute nap, it helps you like 15%, 20%, bro.
I think some of these guys might be knocked out for hours, bro. I mean, if that's all they
I
do,
I've yeah, I've definitely been there where it's like I trained really hard and I just like fall asleep and I wake up like I don't even know what's going on. Have you ever had those naps where you just I think you just talked about it
yeah,
recently.
I
We're
just
just like
had one.
we're like oh, you don't even know what the hell what days what's happening. You don't know if you missed like a special event or anything. You're just like you wake up, you check your phone, you're like, oh man,
Yeah, from
I've had a
11.
few of those.
Yeah, it was like 12 to 5, and I woke up and I was like, "Fuck!" Like training's at 6. Like, should I go? I'm like,
That's
took a
impressive, bro.
shower and I was like, "All right, fuck it, let's do it." And I was
Yeah,
like, it was cool. I was
yeah,
like, I hadn't. That was the longest nap I've taken in a long time, bro. I was
yeah.
like,
It's pretty
I didn't
much a
try
full
to
sleep.
either. I just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I had a full ass sleep. That was a full. Like I can go to work off of 5 hours, so that was cool. And I actually felt good after I got the drowsiness out of it.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Like I was like, oh, dude, I feel fucking great. And
Yeah.
then it definitely helps with the healing, bro. Sometimes I'm sore,
Uh-huh.
like little back soreness, but you know, you have a good night's sleep or you have that nap, for sure. Like it can heal you up pretty good, I think.
For sure. And I want to give it a little this is not paid, but these like Starbucks energy drinks, bro.
Oh yeah, I got one today.
I've been drinking these and these been hitting, bro. I don't know what they got inside of them, but they make you feel good. They don't have too much caffeine.
160 milligrams caffeine,
Yes, sir.
mental clarity. But yeah, that's good. It's good for like edit, like if you do like some editing, video
Yeah, get you
editing,
like locked in.
jujitsu. And we
I
tested
like that, bro.
everything, dude. We tested everything, dude. I
That's
tested
one thing about
Rockstar,
jujitsu. You
Monster.
start testing out everything. You be like, oh, what if I
Yeah,
get a
love it.
Rice Krispie before? What if I
Yeah.
what if I watch TikTok at night? Or you start doing some crazy. You start becoming like a damn
Yes.
scientist to be like,
Yeah.
all right, what if I feel better doing this? What if I
Hmm.
only So what if
It's
I only
true.
wear a blue gi? No, I'm just kidding. But you
Yeah.
start going
Yeah.
crazy. You start going crazy
I've
with
done
it.
that. Yeah. You
but
start getting the
yeah.
Ruki
So
only.
it's just so it's just like man, you. That's how it like it
Yeah, I
takes
got all
people
kind of
over.
supplements, bro.
Yeah, what you got
Yeah,
right there?
magnesium. I got the
Okay,
magnesium right here.
okay.
This L. I don't know if you ever heard of L-arginine.
I have. Uh huh.
L-arginine.
Uh
Yeah,
huh.
it's like fucking blood flow. It's supposed to help with like fucking cardio, getting oxygen and shit.
Okay.
I fucked around with that. So like, yeah, definitely with the subs, man.
Is there a
Like, you know,
supplement you
fucked around
don't
with
like or it did not work for you?
peptides. Um, basically any pre-workouts with the
Beta
what
alanine.
is yeah, I don't really like that.
Yeah,
It doesn't
it's
seem
a
right
weird
for you,
feeling.
man. It's a weird feeling. Didn't like
I feel
it.
like a damn crackhead.
Yeah, out on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, cracked out. Um, ashwagandha I really like at night after training. Sleep pretty
Nice.
good. Not all the time though, because yeah, it does get you zombied out. I put myself through a 30-day trial of that shit, bro. I was taking
Really?
it like yeah,
Oh yeah.
almost every day. And
Yeah,
you're
I did
right,
that
it
as well.
does make you emotional less, like
A little
a little
suppression, a little bit.
suppressed, a little bit. Yeah, you're just like
Yeah. Just like whatever just comes my way,
yeah,
I'm ready for it. You know what
you
I
don't
mean?
give a
Just like
fuck at work.
yeah,
Yeah, no
just
sense of
like
urgency.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I've noticed. I mean, I took that in like 2020, but I was like huge. Like after
Oh, it's a big buzz.
COVID, I was just like on huge on like creatine. I was huge on like carbs before workouts and stuff. I still like that stuff, like sugars after workouts and stuff. But like you kind of have to be like that with yourself. Like you have to be able
You
to know what
do.
works for you, what your body. Some things work for other people and they don't work for you, and vice versa. Um, But the one thing for me personally is like I don't struggle with like going to sleep. I go to sleep off of
Oh yeah,
coffee. I go to sleep off like I don't know what's with, but ever since I was a kid, I kind of just told myself like, hey man, I can fall asleep
shut it
whenever.
down.
Yeah, like I kind of just had like a, I, I'm grateful for it because I know a lot of people are like, man, Lonzo, you fall asleep so fast. I'm like, bro, if I tell myself I'm going to sleep, I'm out. I'm out of there. So it's just
Yeah,
like that's like one of those things. But I don't like melatonin or stuff like that. Like I never really taken those types of things.
yeah. Rarely I'll take it. Sometimes I'm like, I feel like I have a lot of, I don't know if it's like I'm amped up after training or the day
Hmm.
was a lot of stuff going on,
Yeah,
overstimulated.
yeah.
Now and then I'll take a melatonin, and like there was one night I took a melatonin, and I told you I took that elbow to the head. I was like
Oh
out of
yeah.
it, bro. And I was sending you
Yo,
voice messages,
yeah,
and it was a group chat, and I thought it was just to you. And I was like, fuck it. Your brother heard it. I was like, I didn't say anything too bad. He's
yeah.
getting the insight. I was talking about Sean and like training all
Yeah.
hard. Like, it was a crazy evening,
Crazy
dude.
day.
Yeah, and like we got some good rounds, Sean, and then Josh had some good rounds, and I kind of like I kind of bopped him on the side of the fucking ear, like with my palm. It was a fucking palm strike to
Combat
the right of the
jujitsu.
ear. He's like, oh, and he's like, I'm good. He's like, it hurt my neck more than anything because my neck. He has bad neck, and
Oh,
then he got me with the elbow in the back, and he's like, I was like, oh, there's the
was that payback?
yeah, there's a fucking receipt. I was like, it's a receipt, like wrestling and shit. And
Oh
then we
my
just kept
god.
going, and I thought nothing of it. And then after, I was a little like lightheaded and it's like a little out of it. I was like, oh yeah. And then like I started like I was like, fuck it, took the melatonin. Dude, I knocked the fuck out, bro. Like I was listening to that Andre 3000 fucking flute album, and I was like, that shit sent me to another realm, bro. I
Oh
was
my
like,
goodness.
like I
Start
was
floating and
floating.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. I was like floating around the room, and I woke up fucking 100%. Like I was like, damn, I feel good. I was like, oh shit, where's my phone? Like, why didn't I hear it? It was dead. I looked outside, the light is coming up. I was like, fuck, it's at least fucking 6:30 right now. I usually have to leave at 5:30, so I woke up an hour late. And the funny thing was, I was already awake, just laying around, just like, damn, I have all kind of energy. My alarm didn't go off, but yeah, that melatonin is scary. It's scary. And the crazy thing is like I didn't even take that much melatonin. It was
Mm.
a fucking low dose, and like yeah, sent me to another realm. Crazy ass dreams, bro, on that shit. And it's true. Like, I don't know. I keep telling myself I'm not gonna take it anymore because of that kind of
Uh-huh.
shit. That's the
Uh-huh.
second time it happened, bro. I
Damn.
forget to plug my phone in, and I had that Andre 3000 shit playing all
Yeah.
night.
So it
That's a long
drained the
ass album.
battery.
Yeah, it
I
drained the
gotta
fuck
listen
out
to
of
it
me.
now. I gotta put myself in that kind of headspace. I'm like, all right, just got elbow in the head, took a melatonin. Freaking
That shit's crazy.
Andre 3000 be going crazy, you know? I think that fool lives in Japan. He's all with
Yeah,
it.
he
So
does.
it's-
Yeah.
yeah, so you gotta check
Hey, it
that
was
out.
saying some weird messages too. I don't know if it was the same album, but it's all like, you are the creator, you are your strength in your mind. And I because like I played it again the next night, and I was like, who the fuck's talking?
Did I die? What
Yeah,
happened,
it
bro?
was it was like the scary ass voice, bro. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, is this fucking
Matrix?
what the
Is
fuck's
it-
going on?
yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. And I was like, I think I'm just gonna let this shit play. And I was just saying all this crazy shit, bro. It's like, you must find the strength. I was like, fuck it. And I was like, yeah, it's just crazy, bro. I
What
was
the
like,
fuck? You're like in a
yeah,
movie cutscene at the end credits or something. You're like, what's
I
going
was like,
on?
what is this shit, bro? And I just let it play, and I was like, fuck it. It's part of the fucking movie, huh? Part of the series. I was like, fucking, who's narrating my
Okay.
life? That shit was
You are the
crazy.
creator. Damn, it's fucking hilarious, dude.
And
That's
I was like,
I can't. I
yeah,
could just imagine that. Yeah, I'd be tripping out. The melatonin plus, yeah, dude. I've been rocked in training, bro. It's like I got hit with I think Kobe. I got hit with the knee one time. I'm like,
oh,
man, I got rocked right there. I'm like, man, I
oof.
must have a little bit of a chin, bro. Because I'm like, I kind of took that. And I was like, I'm
Yeah,
good.
if you didn't get knocked out, you're pretty
I
good.
don't know. Mexicans got some chins on them. Like apparently, there's some like scientific studies on like that's
It
why they're
is,
really
yeah.
good at boxing. So I'm like, I mean,
Take
I
down.
don't want to take too many of those, but I was out of it. I'm like scrolling I felt like there was like a delay on my like response, bro. I was like, am I
Yeah,
off? I felt like I got an input delay or something. My Wi-Fi router's
yeah,
off. So
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
oh man, this is crazy. So yeah,
You're
man,
like
some
Tony
days you get hit.
Strickland.
Yeah,
Cody
Tony Strick.
Strickland,
I'm like, man, Tito Ortiz, man. I
Tito
feel bad
Ortiz.
now.
Yeah,
We gotta, man. We gotta get Tito Ortiz on a podcast, bro.
I think we could.
I think we could make that happen. Get a little bit of some good questions for Tito. Hey, but Tito could scrap though. I like
Oh,
Tito was
beast.
like that fool was like maybe I know it's all the other stuff on Instagram and stuff that got it crazy on YouTube, all the clips and stuff. But like, hey man, that dude back in the day, like that fool was like scrapping. He was
Yeah, him and
scrapping.
Chuck. Him and
Hit the
Chuck.
little flame shorts. I'm like, damn, this guy's freaking crazy.
Yeah, dude, he got it started. Like he helped take UFC off. Him and Chuck, bro. Like, gotta
Yeah.
give him respect too. But yeah, I don't agree with everything he says. He gets a little political and shit.
Oh
But
yeah,
he's a local kind of, right, Cali.
yeah, Cali.
Cal guy.
I think he might have went to school in Bakersfield. I think he might have wrestled in Bakersfield or something like that.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh, yeah, man.
Did he always
Represent.
used to be like that? Like he was all his interviews.
I honestly think it was like some CT stuff going on. Some like, I think it probably is, to be honest, because it's like some of the
Yeah.
stuff he says makes no sense. Sometimes it's like, bro, what the hell are you talking about right now?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Man.
So, yeah, I'll be on the lookout though. But I mean, we're gonna keep the pod rolling, keep it.
Yeah.
But that was hella funny right now with your melatonin experience. I'm
The
glad I brought that
melatonin.
up because I'm like,
I just thought of it right now.
I gotta listen.
Hey,
I'll be driving, listen to that album today.
dude, that album's magical, bro. Somebody told me like, yo, I fuck with this album. And I just never did. But then I was like, I saw it recommended. I was like, at night, I usually play like, some sleeping music like Rain or like some tribal shit. And I put that on or the sound bowls or some weird shit.
Yeah.
And I put that on. That was like, that's an experience, bro.
High level experience.
I might do it again next month and report back, bro. But the whole narrator thing, you are the creator. Like I was scared as fuck, bro. When I heard that shit, I was like, holy shit. Like, who's talking to me? Like, you know what I mean? I thought I was getting like a message sent from like another realm. Like you know what I mean? When you wake up in the middle of the night like that, it's like someone sending me messages. Is this God or someone else, bro? Like I was scared. I was scared. I was like,
yeah, because you're like, it's either God or someone's messing with me. Or
someone fucking with me. Like, the shadow realms. Like, and I was like, is this Andre 2000? And then they cut back into some other crazy ass beat, and I was like, I just rolled with it. I was like, fuck it. I gotta find that again. And I was I woke up. I was like, whoa, this Andre 3000 shit is fucking crazy, bro.
And you had
he knew what he was doing.
Experience. Imagine you're experimenting and you start listening. And it's like, whoa, this is.
I think that's the album. That's the one.
That's the one, eh?
That was a great deep meditation on that shit for sure, dude. On the melatonin and that.
Yeah. Some like Hicks and Gracie meditation hit a different dimension off his like meditation stuff.
Dude, this is good. This is documented, bro. I need to come out with my own book, like, and that's that might be a technique. Melatonin and Andre 3000.
Ever since my melatonin experience, I've been tapped in one with nature, and I listen to the wind for messages. You're like Chief MRI man, Chief Kwame. You start carrying a feather before rolls and stuff. You start. Raise your hand. A bird comes in.
I just pull a feather out of the key. Yeah. Damn, that'd be sick, dude.
Yeah. Tapped in with it. Hell yeah. So, yeah. I know.
What were you going to say?
Off on a side tangent. No, I was just saying, just like, just like, it's cool to be able to document this stuff. It's cool.
That's a good one. Yeah. I need to document. I don't journal shit, but I mean, I guess
this counts as pretty much as a journal. This is pretty much just, us kicking it, and I'm really hoping more people comment like on these episodes and stuff. I know you.
We need to talk about it more and get other people to watch it, like on my other MRI Man channel, or like when I'm at the gym, because people said they're listening to it. Shout out Jason and fucking Joe. They said they're listening.
Yeah, they were like, oh, listen to the podcast. Shout out Steve too. Steve's like, oh, this is.
He likes it.
Oh yeah, I'm like, we talk
probably
about
out there in the field.
You're like, man, these guys are freaking. What are they? These guys smoking, talking about all this crazy stuff. But hey, man, we like jiu-jitsu. We like training, and it's fun.
Hey, but maybe we'll see during this week. Maybe I'm gonna pop another melatonin and listen to Andre 3000. I'll report back,
experience, bro. Yeah,
you just see me at night, like
start carrying a flute with you. Start like, you are the creator. Yeah,
dude, dude's on some other shit, bro. Like we don't
Yeah.
know his like who knows
No,
what
I don't
that
know.
guy's on, bro.
Maybe get him
Like
on the pod. Just get Andre on the pod. You know what I mean?
yeah, I've been trying to understand that album, but I think I'm almost there understanding it, bro. It's a meditation type,
Okay.
like the frequencies. I felt like the frequencies were talking to me, bro. Like it's hard to explain. I felt like the frequencies were stimulating my mind to think about different shit. I don't know
Really?
if that
Okay.
makes sense. Because
Okay.
they said, because some stuff makes you want to dance,
Yeah.
but
No,
that shit was
frequencies
making
are
me
real.
think. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was making me think, and I'm like, you heard of MK Ultra and all that shit,
Yep.
but I felt like this was trying to like, he's up to something, bro. Like with this shit. So I'm like, well, I don't know. Yeah, I heard no
Maybe.
one talks about this album, but hey, man, A
Hey,
plus
man.
on the album, bro.
Hell yeah. It's a good review by me. I mean, no, it scared you a little bit, but hey, man, maybe he was just like, I'm gonna send a message out there to all the people who are tapped in. This is for you. You know what I
You
mean?
are the creator. I need to
You are
find
the
that part.
Yeah.
We'll edit it
Send me a clip. You should do like a little reenactment of like
when you
you're
take
just
a
like
melatonin and listen to Andre
you're,
3000.
you're like floating in the bed. You start floating up. And you're like, oh what? And you start freaking out. Like, oh, someone's
Dude, I
talking to me
felt
in the
like I
walls.
melted into the bed and I just started levitating at one point. I was like mid album, I was like, whoa. And that's why I couldn't plug in my phone. I was stuck, bro. I was like,
Well, your astral projection. Is that
yeah.
what it
Plus,
was?
plus the elbow to the head. So I need to get elbowed.
Hit
That
me
probably
real
was a
quick.
fact. Hit the
Hey
Abdullah
Josh.
Amlagada, you know, right here. That's the shit. That cerebellum. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Maybe
So
Tito's been up to something this whole time. You know, maybe he's that's why.
he's ahead of the game.
Yeah, he's ahead. So
Yeah,
that's
we'll see, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's fun.
We'll report back.
All right, brother. Well, thank
Well,
you
yeah,
guys
man.
for tuning in. It's a longer episode. No, we went on a
Long
few
ass
tangents,
episode.
but hey, man, this is how we do it over here on the Beyond the Road pod. Stay tapped in. Comment down
Stay
below.
stay black.
Take care of your guys' eyes. Stay black. Let's go.
All right, good training. We out. Yeah, damn, that was cool.